And we begin at the nation's top office, where President Park Geun and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe have just wrapped up their first ever bilateral summit. For more on what was discussed and what to expect for South Korea-Japan relations going forward, we cross to our Hwang Sung at the presidential office of Cheong Wa Dae. So, Sung, there has been a lot of focus on this summit since it was confirmed. How did it go?
Hi, Mark. The summit ended just about 15 minutes ago, but no details have been released yet. But the two leaders probably had a lot on their agenda, as this is, like you said, their first summit since both of them took office. Perhaps the greatest attention is on whether they made any progress on the issue of Japan's wartime sexual enslavement of Korean women. Now, this has been the thorniest subject between the two countries, as Seoul seeks a sincere apology and compensation from Tokyo, but Japan continues to say the issue was resolved decades ago. Opening the talks, President Park expressed hopes that the summit will be a valuable opportunity to heal the wounds of the past and to advance their bilateral relations. Prime Minister Abe said that he had always been open to dialogue with President Park and added that today's summit is very significant for both Korean and Japanese people. But aside from the issue of history, the two sides are expected to reaffirm their commitment to continue their security and economic cooperation. Mark?
Now, Sung, relations between Seoul and Tokyo have been very frosty for a long time now, but considering we've had this summit today, can we expect things to warm up a little bit down the road?
Well, like I said, I think much of that depends on how much the two leaders were able to close in on the issue of the comfort women, but the expectation is rather low on any substantial progress in their bilateral relations following the summit. Also, even before the summit took place, the two sides were haggling over issues like the date and the agenda of the talks. There is no joint press conference, no joint statement, at least for now, nor are the leaders dining together. In fact, Abe is expected to speak to reporters separately at a hotel after the summit. The Korean government explained that this is customary as the summit is being held on the sidelines of a trilateral meeting, but considering that this is the first summit between President Park and Abe and also Abe's very first visit to Korea in 9 years, this clearly reflects the current status of Korea-Japan relations and sort of gives us an idea of what to expect down the road. Mark?
Well, thank you very much, Sung, for your comprehensive report. That was our Hwang Sung on the South Korea-Japan summit, reporting live from the presidential office.